Today is my lucky day because I've got my hands on a brand new e-bike. Thanks to N+1 Bikes. Whew, it's heavy. Down in Louisville, Kentucky, I just started a partnership with them where I'm actually going to be able to borrow a bike or two for a few months, ride it as much as I can, send it back, and then maybe get a new one. N+1 is the #1 IBIS dealer in the world, but this is not an IBIS for the first time in a long time. Oh, swag pack. Oh yeah, I hear the sealant. Already set up tubeless. All right, throwback to the new bike day with the Bronson. Ugh. Can you tell what it is? I guess I need to save all this stuff if I'm gonna send the bike back eventually. Gentle, gentle. There we go. I've had quite a few bikes shipped to me over the years, and this was definitely the best packed bike of all time. All those little details wrapped up nice. So here she is. It's the Yeti MTE C2 version, Eagle 90. So it's got the non-wireless Eagle transmission, but it does have the wireless dropper post, and this is the new version with the battery sticking out the front. I've actually never seen that before. There's lots of stuff on this bike. I'm going to miss quite a few things, so hit the link in the description. Go to N+1 Bikes. You'll see the actual build that I got right there. So the first thing I noticed is we actually have some cable routing inside of the handlebars. These are Yeti carbon bars, and hopefully I can just stick this cable in here and everything will work fine. The big so what about this e-bike is that it falls into the SL, the super light category, weighing in at 39.4 pounds, supposedly. Maybe I'll check that in a little bit. With a whisper quiet motor from TQ. Basically, this bike is everything opposite of my IBIS Oso. IBIS Oso, 53 pounds or something, loud and noisy. This bike, light and quiet, supposedly. I gotta get it out on the trail and actually test it out. Another thing that jumped out to me immediately was this WTB Solano saddle. I have had WTB Silverado saddles on every bike of mine for the past 10 years, so it's a little different, still WTB, so it should be pretty good. I'll let you know how the rumpus holds up. The wireless dropper with the battery on the front orientation here seems so strange to me, but I guess I understand that this area here is also very, very prone to damage. I just feel like I'm sliding down in this zone all the time. Time will tell. Got the SRAM Maven BRZ brakes. I think these are the good ones now. Did they finally come out with a decent brake? Also kind of interesting, they did the double shifter pod for the remote for the dropper, so maybe you could program the top button to be something else if you had something in the Axis universe. Also got the beautiful black Fox suspension front and rear. I'm gonna have to get into the manuals and make sure I'm tuned up for a little more poppiness. I've been enjoying trying to jump, and I need all the help I can get. I have to say, one of the biggest things I'm excited about on this bike is the brand new Schwalbe radial tires. The hype train is rolling. Supposedly you get very, very good grip, even with high tire pressure. Very excited to try these out. Wait a second, I turned this thing on, the battery was at 40%, and now it's at 30%. that range isn't very good. Haven't gone more than 1/1000th of a mile. Okay, I put some charge in the battery. I installed the Hell's Gate grips, got the suspension dialed in to default settings, and let's take it out for a shakedown ride.
Almost broke it with trying to put chain lube on.
Yeah. We have this little tool from Muck Off that plugs into the chain ring and makes it easy to put chain lube on, but this new chain ring is different, it doesn't work, so I jammed in a little Allen wrench and almost got it stuck. So I'll probably be repeating myself over and over, but the IBIS Oso is really the only thing I have to compare against this bike. And then we also have Sarah's e-bike out and about, the Heckler SL, just to kind of compare battery power and all that stuff, because On the Oso, at full power, turbo, I was able to match her battery life pretty much 1 for 1 on most rides. If she had 20% left, I would have 20% left, stuff like that. So now we're going up the biggest hill climb in Vallejo. I'm in mode 3, I guess. Instruction manuals that came with this bike are awful. They're just default, doesn't do anything, doesn't explain anything. They're written by people for bikes. It's just a generic, it's just a generic manual where I'm like, okay, so what does this mean? What does this mean? I'm sure it's online somewhere, but the paper that comes with this stuff is terrible.
Mine was kind of similar. I had to watch YouTube videos from Fazua about how to use the motor.
So if I keep glancing down to my little screen here, looks like it's consistently giving me 70 watts. I glance down, try to do the math. I see 80 watts maybe right now up the hill. Definitely feels assisted, but a lot less than the Oso.
Welcome to my life.
I wonder if I have the boost mode on this, if I hold. Nope, that's walk assist. So her bike's more powerful, I would say. She has no right to get away from me on this climb. The hot, hot days of summer are here, and if you don't have your hydration dialed in, you're setting yourself up for a bad day with cramps or headaches or that general tiredness that we all hate. That's why I've got the best electrolyte drink mix in the business in my water bottle before, during, and after every day on the bike. It's Element, the fine sponsor of today's video. The Element thesis is out with sugar and in with salt. They believe that most people, especially active people that get out and sweat a lot, need more salt in their diet, not less, to feel good and perform their best. It took me so long to find that perfect drink to take with me for a big day on the bike. I tried them all, and finally, Element checked all the boxes for me. It tastes fantastic, but it doesn't have sugar, and it doesn't have a weird aftertaste. It keeps me fired up throughout a ride, but it doesn't have caffeine, so I don't get jittery. It has the perfect mix of sodium, potassium, and magnesium, and most importantly, it doesn't ever mess with my stomach. The Element mission is to restore health through hydration. If you've never given Element a try, today is the day. Use my link, drinkelement.com/BKXC. Put in an order for citrus salt. If that's your first try, I really think it's the best flavor to dip your toe in. And then if you use my link, whether it's your first order or your 500th, you're gonna get a free 8-pack sample pack of the 4 most popular Element flavors. Then you figure out what you wanna dip your toe into next. I really think you're gonna like it, but anything's possible, and Element has a fantastic refund policy. You get it, you try it, you don't like it, just send them an email, they will refund your money, and then they don't even need you to send the product back, but you should give it to one of your friends because they might fall in love with it. Whether it's a hot day, a cold day, or any day in between, if you don't have your hydration dialed in, you're gonna have a bad day. So head on over to drinklmnt.com/BKXC. Get your hydration sorted out with Element. Beware of bees.
Yeah.
Keep your mouth shut.
What did you say to me?
You're the queen bee. Wow, I do already feel the grip on the tires. It is definitely a different feeling. Like running low air pressure, which is fantastic. Wow, getting up this so easy. That was the nicest little pedal to the top of this. Whoa. Oh, still bedding in the brakes. This should do it. Good old SRAMmies. Oh, I love it. jump in head first with a run like that. Ooh. Oh God, no assistance there. Starting in the hard gear. It eases into the push. So I did put it on my scale and it weighed in at 45 pounds, right on the dot, making things feel pretty easy in a good way. Ooh, okay. My first attempt at lifting the bike up felt good. Front brake feels spongy already. Come on, get in there. I'd say the weirdest thing so far about the bike is that the increments of the state of charge. So the battery thing, it only shows at 10% increments. So when I had it out there at first, it said it was 40%. Then all of a sudden it says it's 30%, probably because it went from 40 to 39. Seems so strange in today's digital age that it's such an analog type display. I would much rather know within 5% increments, or 1% of course. But I guess it gives you a quick glance. Oh, 80, 90, 80, 90. It's going, it like flips back and forth. I guess it's better than Sarah's because she only has 10, 20% increments.
Yeah, unless I look at my phone.
Yeah.
Maybe you can plug it into the computer like mine and have the joy of programming your bike.
Yeah.
Until you mess it up and do it opposite like I did.
Yeah. She turned her highest mode into the lowest mode. All with the help of AI. The great thing about the super light e-bikes is it unlocks a whole new category of indecision. Before you've got your XC, you got gravel, you got enduro, you got your downhill bike. Now you've got your regular e-bike, your super light e-bike. My buddy Joe, Colorado Kid, he's not sold on the super light. He would rather have the all-day adventure kind of thing where, you know, maybe we'll see how it goes over the next couple months as I test this bike. But I think the sweet spot maybe is just a little bit of extra push. From Sarah's point of view, I know the bigger e-bike is just, it's too big. You can't handle it. It's too big to put on the truck. It's too big to get off the truck. You go through a hike-a-bike section, you're not getting the bike through anything.
But if the range extenders come out, then it's the best of both worlds.
Yeah, the little water bottle cage range extender thing, which in my mind, it's like, how could that even be anything? It's just this, it's only this big, but I guess it's big enough to add a couple miles, more than a couple miles, I guess. Yeah, I'll never forget going down Indian Falls Ridge on the e-bikes, or we were going up it actually, already many miles into our ride, I think. And we just had, no, we were going down it. We had to just hike a bike, throw our e-bikes over the top of all these down trees after down tree after down tree, probably 30 or 40 down trees. I had to lift my heavy e-bike up and over. My shoulder was torched. Wow, that was nice. So ever since then, I'm like, I really am interested in the idea of the super light. I guess I should just start saying SL because super light is kind of a silly thing. Man, this is rolling. That last section landing after a couple pops, little bumps, like felt like my back wheel is way squirrely, like not enough air pressure. But that's the grip. That's the Schwalbe radial. No problem. Oh yeah, we'll test the tubeless today. Friggin' a million thorns I just went through. I've done so many laps at Everstoke now that would have been the perfect test track to actually get a bunch of laps and feel the difference. I don't think we're gonna ride there for a while. We got a little road trip we're gonna go on. It took 10 years, but I finally came full circle on the Yeti. The original bike on the channel, the Yeti SB66. 6 inches of travel. I think it had 3 gears up front. It was before the 1x drivetrain. Did have a dropper post. It was carbon fiber, 26-inch wheels. And then that bike got stolen, and I went with the Santa Cruz Bronson, which was neat because those newer standards, the 27.5 wheels, the 1x drivetrain, it was all coming. It was like the first iteration of the Eagle, SRAM Eagle drivetrain. I broke some part while I was out in Fruta, and it was too new. Like, they didn't have the replacement part yet. It's like the actual full cage, or yeah, jockey wheel cage or something. I actually ran up that hill yesterday with my brother. A lot harder on the running. This is still a workout. You just get more of it. It's kind of an interesting use case because really, I just want good parity with Sarah's bike where we're not leaving each other in the dust. And you know, with the Oso, it's a lot more powerful. So I had to turn down the power to actually not leave her in the dust. And so now maybe her bike feels like maybe it's a little more powerful, and that's a good thing. Whoop me into shape. One of our friends finally crashed on this little section recently, and it was not good. Barbed wire to the face. So now we respect it more than we ever have. She's doing fine though. She's still pretty. Beautiful even. I was hoping to get this first ride at Rockville because they finally legalized e-biking at those trails via the city council because it's a city-controlled park. Took forever, but they finally did it, which is nice to see one of the dominoes fall. I think it's inevitable with the e-bikes that it's just pedal assist. It's hard for me to really see the other side of the argument. I get it, we're getting supplemented. We're a little heavier, but this is just the in-between until we all turn into superhuman athletes, so it's just the first step. But Sarah's car is in the shop for some preventative maintenance, and mine's still in Reno. I think it's done, we'll see. I doubt it severely, but it's trials and tribulations. Hey, I'm back up to 90%. This thing it has not gone down a single percent. How is that possible? It was at 80, then it's up at 90.
That makes no sense. You have regenerative braking.
Yeah, exactly. It's recharging on the downhill. I think the magical thing about the e-bikes is that you're able to claw back time. Yeah, that seems so impossible everywhere else in your life, but with this bike, it's like this might end up only being an hour loop, which would have been normally a 2-hour loop, maybe an hour and a half. All right, let's do another one. See if I can get a little more comfortable. Oh, the wind just pushed that bike so much. Whoa. A little more wild that time. Yeah. That was butter. This bike definitely looks pretty stealthy for an e-bike. Sarah's bike as well, the Heckler SL. Next to like a Santa Cruz Mega Tower, they look pretty dang similar. Top speed. And then full brake check. Yeah! Ooh, not as smooth as I'd hoped. Keep messing with the bite point. Oh, fully out. Now the stair step test. Oh, God, dang it. Guess not. Almost wiped out, big time. Little extra boost.
All the advantages. My boost mode isn't working anymore.
You killed it.
I know.
Okay, now I'm down to 70%. Oh no, I'm back to 80.
What the heck? That's a little scary.
Horrible.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm at 90 again.
Oh my God.
What would you say is the most important thing about having an e-bike? Knowing the battery state?
Range anxiety. That's so weird.
Let me jiggle the cable, let me tap on the screen. Okay, I was wrong earlier about the amount of watts that the bike is adding. So this is mode number 1, and it's already adding an extra 100. That's what the top thing is. So I think it was adding quite a bit in the top mode. 165, 200. Yeah, because I think the max additional watts is 350. And when I glanced down at my hardest effort, that's what I saw. Maybe 358, thinking I'm Superman early on. It's only adding 50 watts, I'm the rest of it. The only time I've had a problem with an e-bike was I was descending Mills Peak and somebody was climbing Mills Peak on an e-bike, and the closing speed was like pretty scary for how fast you're going. But that's two-way trails, right? Two-way trails stink. We know it, but it's kind of the deal. It was cloudy 5 minutes ago.
I know. Gray area.
Marine layer just burned right off. For as dry and terrible as this looks, it's actually been a pretty mild summer in the Bay Area, where there've only been a few days over 90 degrees, where typically got a bunch of days over 100 and stuff like that. It just doesn't rain May through October, so everything just dries out. Legend has it that all this dry foxtail grass was imported so the cows could eat it and you could do cattle ranching, and that the native grass was actually green all year round. Citation needed. Got my technical test now. Through the broken glass. Haven't cracked the bottom bracket. There we go. Break it in. My Oso, the little plastic motor guard, has been broken to smithereens many times. Just don't even bother fixing it. Nobody fishing today? That's rare. Oh! Hike a bike needs a little trail work.
Yeah, it's kind of futile though, huh?
Yeah, if you did rocks and stuff, even the rocks get moved around.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, this is heavy.
Super light. I'll update the status on Trail Forks.
Don't ride it. Ew, a dead bird.
I just gotta lose some weight, babe.
You told me the opposite yesterday.
Nice breeze. Definitely feel pretty connected and pretty lightweight on the downhills. I'm sure if I hopped onto the Ritmo right now, I'd be able to tell a difference, but man, the Ripmo's been feeling so good. Just every time I bounce back and forth between the Oso and the Ripmo, I'm happy to be back on the Ripmo. So maybe we've got the perfect sweet spot here. Oh yeah, and if you want to order anything from n+1bikes.com, use code BKXC. You'll save 11% off of anything that's not on sale. And I think they're even gonna throw in a little swag with your order if you buy something. Oh!
Ow! I couldn't unclip. I need to loosen my cleats. They've been really tight.
See, I'm trying to gain weight, so I need the e-bike to offload that extra power.
Oh, yeah. Well, so then you won't expend so much energy riding. You'll lose fewer calories.
That's what I'm saying.
Retain more muscle.
The weight gainer protocol.
You can make some chicken breast smoothies.
That sounds awesome. These e-bikes are so efficient, I never used a single % of battery.
Oh no, is it back at 100?
70, up to, 90.
That's so bad.
Worst part of the ride. Hopefully I survive. I'm gonna get out on quite a few more e-bike rides, getting a little trip put together, so until then, I'll see you on the trail.
Wow.